What's up? I want to show you this video I'm going to do with this knife. This is what I was telling you guys before. If you have a knife you need a sheath for, and because I don't have it, the only knives I make sheaths for are ones I have. And the only ones I have is the Glock knife and your classic K-bar, because I know a lot of people have those. But there's so many different knives that, you know, it's impossible to have all these knives. So what this guy did was, his name's Frank, he mailed me in his knife, and I told him I can make, he asked me, can you make a sheath for this knife? I said, yes, I can. I said, you just have to send it in to me. So that's what he did. So he sent it in to me. We're going to make a nice outside the waistband, right on the right side of the body, knife sheath for this. And he wants 1.75 belt loops, and I am very happy that he picked out the leather texture, because for $10 more it really is such an upgrade. It really is. The leather is for some reason it's thicker. I don't know why, so it's more heavy duty. It looks so good. And it's definitely a great upgrade when you go from just regular black Kydex to the leather texture. I think it's called Raptor. I think that's what they call it. I call it leather texture because it looks just like leather. So there it is, a square right next to it of leather. Got an 8x8 square. Probably going to slice it down the middle, make it two 4x8s. I sandwich my knife sheaths. I don't fold. The reason why I don't fold is because the fold never looks good. It always looks, no matter how perfect you try to get it, somewhere in the fold it has a wave to it and it looks homemade. And I don't want it to look unprofessional is what I'm saying. I want it to look great. So it takes longer to do it two pieces than it does to do a fold. Because when you do two pieces, you got to have holes on both sides. So I do two pieces. It's a little bit extra work, but it looks so good when it's done. So I'm not a fan of the taco fold with knife sheaths, unless if it's in the way, even in the waistband. I just don't like the way they look. I don't like how it comes out. So this is a really heavy duty knife, and it has like a protection coating on the blade. It has like it feels like truck liner spray, but hard, like ceramic. You know what I mean? So it has some kind of texture to it. So normally I don't tape up the blade too much, but in this case I'm going to cover it with tape to make it smooth so it glides in and out, just in case that stuff's a little aggressive and it wants to hold on to the material as you're pulling it in and out of the sheath. I also noticed it has a notch here out of it. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to semi-fill that in. That's kind of a good thing because this handle is straight, so it doesn't really sweep up. So there's nothing for the Kydex to click around. So I'm going to use this for the Kydex to click around, this notch. But I'm going to have to fill it in a little bit though, because if you don't fill it in at all, you're not going to be able to get the knife out. It's going to be too much tension. So I got to work on that. I'll shape some wood on the sander and tape it in there. And I just wanted to show you the first stages of this. If you have a fixed blade, it's your favorite knife and you love it and you like a really nice sheath for it and you want to send it in, just send it in, we'll do it. Now, most of my stuff is free shipping. If the knife is heavy, that's going to be hard to ship it for free, okay? Because like in this case, that knife's heavy. That knife's over a pound. So I mean, I can't do that because I'm not going to make much profit if I ship a knife that's over a pound for free. You got to remember the holsters that I ship for free, they're only like 4 ounces. And that's why it's not too bad for me to ship for free, and I eat it. I pay for it. But if you have a heavy knife, just a heads up, you're going to get charged for shipping. It's not a big deal, but you know you're getting something custom. Okay. So let's get on with it. Okay, so here is the end result. Came out good. It's nice and slender. I try to make them as small as I can, like I'm talking about on the sides. I like to leave, you know, I don't like these shoulders being too big. To me, the more slender it can be, the more comfortable it'll be, I would think, when you're bending your leg or getting down. I don't know what he's using this for, but you can see it came out nice. Like, this is what I'm talking about, the leather texture, how nice it looks. I mean, it looks exactly like leather. And it's really, really durable. There's the back. Good retention. Thick. Look how thick that knife is. How thick the blade is. Very heavy duty knife. So there it is. If you guys have a knife, you want to send it in and get a custom sheath made, it's not a problem. I just need the knife. This one is 1.75 belt loops. I do not have 2-inch belt loops. Once in a while I'll get a request for 2-inch belt loops. I don't have them. I'm going to have to do some research and see where I can get them and start stocking up on the 2-inch belt loops. But I'm happy about how this came out, and I will be shipping this out tomorrow. And just to show you how we do it, how I do it, I say we. I like to come up and over a little bit, just for a more finished look, than to just give it a straight cut across. See how it works? Everything's married up nice, everything's blended together. No rough edges. You know, cleanest lines I can, with the equipment I have, the cleanest lines I can come up with, you know. So, there that is. That is a outside the waistband sheath. I'm happy about how it came out. I think it looks nice. That is a hell of a knife. I don't even know what it's called. Let's see what it's called. There's the brand. Psycho. I guess. Also, I funnel everything, like all in here. I don't know if you can see in there. Maybe you can see it in there. It goes like this. Everything's like this. See what I'm saying? Like this, for, you know, so you don't get frustrated reholstering. It helps, believe me, when you have a little funnel there for the knife, and you're trying to find that slot without looking. It helps if you funnel the sheath. Now, my Patreon page, I'm really going to start cranking that bad boy up, because now that people are making a small donation to see my videos, I'm going to start doing a lot of stuff over there. There's a video over there right now about my new 1911 Remington Enhanced. I just want to show you what I did to it. I had a little issue with it. Wasn't a real big issue. You know, it's a 1911. You know, sometimes, you know, I would say, in my experience, 1 out of 8 1911s, 1 out of 8 might have some minor issues. But if you know how to do a little bit of fine tuning with a 1911, you pretty much could straighten the problem out yourself. So I'm going to show you how I did that. Well, I already did the video. It's over on my Patreon page. You can check that out. I was having trouble manually chambering around, and I wasn't too happy about it because I just paid $800 for the fucking thing. But I'm used to it now. I've been doing this for years, and guns just do that, man. Especially guns like that. So if you want to check that video out, you can become a Patreon, because it entails taking the whole gun apart and all that stuff, and YouTube won't put any ads on the videos if you do stuff like that, because they're, you know. So I'll put the Patreon link under this video. But I wanted to make this knife sheath video to show you guys that I can do almost any knife depending how it's shaped. and the website link will always be under the video every time I put a video up. If you want to order a holster, or you want to email me about a knife sheath, you want to send me in a knife, I got a big Boker knife, big one. I like to make one in leather for that. Someone from Ireland sent me that years ago. I still have it. Such a pretty knife. It's big like this. I like to make a sheath for that. But if you have a knife like that and you really want to, it means a lot to you, and you want a nice custom sheath for it, send it in, man. Send it in. Just like I said, as long as it's not too heavy, I'll ship it for free. If it's heavy, you know, I'll have to charge you a little bit for shipping, because you know, I got to make some kind of profit. So you know, that's why we're doing all this stuff. That's it. I'll talk to you guys soon, and hope to get more Patreons over there. We got 14 now, 14 people. It's like a little club over there. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool, because you're talking to like 14 guys, and it's more personal, I think. It's like YouTube when you first start. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.